So this is an entirely unscientific run through, testing out different 335 style guitars, just trying to find almost or things related to that. And I'm here with my friend Marcin, and we're gonna make a video of this.
See what happens.
See what happens. Yeah. So anyway, so because he's kind of looking for like the right 335 style guitar, perhaps. and so anyway, so anyway, this first guitar, this is my guitar. This is a 355, 1965 355, and I guess the big thing with it is it has an ebony neck and has a Bigsby, which is going to affect the sound, because that's really the main differences between that and a 335. Okay.
And the switch here, which is not connected to anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so I just play a little bit on this. Listen to it. Trying out a guitar.
The right things.
Yeah. We're back to the neck pickup, obviously.
Shall we try the 68?
Yeah.
Against that, let's go with the same settings and same pickup. And
Yeah.
why don't you play the same thing you just played? Just so we have some sort of a frame of reference.
Yeah. Well, let me play a little bit because I was sort of rolled off. Hopefully I can play exactly that.
Note for note.
Yeah. Anyway, so now we're going, 3 years later.
3 years later.
And now a rosewood neck. Oh, and this has a trapeze style.
Yeah.
Oh, and so what's
plastic
this?
saddles?
Oh, and plastics. Yeah, which that had plastic saddles originally too.
Yeah. And it's got the I think this is the phase, in phase, out of phase switch.
Huh. So I wonder if is that stock? The guitar I just played, action is a little low on it, so it's slightly plunky. This one, it's a nice guitar. Oh, so.
Present,
yeah,
and a bit brighter than
the
other one. Interesting, and
even though it has plastic saddles, yeah,
and no Bigsby on it.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about the plastics, because that's what they put on these for a long time. These little plastic saddles. Well, there's a funny thing, So there's the ebony fingerboard, that of the guitar. Yeah. And sort of over time, I sort of realized, like rosewood, a lot of times it just more what we're used to hearing, even. I think is part of it. So a lot of times, sometimes what sounds good is just what we're used to hearing.
That's what you expect.
But the other thing too is this guitar has a little bit higher action. The frets, it has the frets are in better shape and stuff. So it's just kind of speaking a little bit better in general than the guitar I just my guitar. This is not my guitar, by the way. Although I'll probably keep it.
Yeah, it's staying here. So why don't we continue with this pickup and a different?
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah,
335.
And just keep switching. Yeah.
That makes sense. This will be 335 like.
Because this is totally scientifically unscientific.
That's right. Okay, so another guitar is coming.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. So this guy, I never played this guitar before, but this is nice, and it's nice that the Bigsby, the weight of the Bigsby is not present. Although, according to Julian Lodge, Bigsby actually is a big factor in the tone too.
Yeah. Not used.
Or yeah. You don't use it. You just factor it into the.
into the price.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay. So this is another one. This is another one of my guitars. This is a Fujigen. I always forget what it's called. Is it a Masterfield? And what it is, it's just it's 335 style. It's a little bit smaller, but again has rosewood neck. And then there's the thing too. This is the stop tailpiece. I wonder how much the trapeze.
Oh yeah,
The thing we just played because the thing was a lot of people. It's actually kind of hard to find some of the older ones with trapeze tailpieces because so many people took them and replaced them with the stop tailpiece. So that was probably pretty much stock, that other guitar, when I just played. So basically, I'm just playing a neck pickup all the way up, tone all the way up on all these.
Same song, the Burbank Blues.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Different.
It seems a little thicker somehow.
And also in a strange way, I would say more focused and modern.
Right.
Sounding,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Partly a function of the size, but also maybe the stop tail.
So the body you said is a little smaller.
Yeah. So it's bigger than the 339. But it's smaller than a 3. But still, all these guitars, they have obviously the center block, So and basically the same wood, because I think they're all probably mahogany and maple. Mm-hmm. Again, rosewood neck. I should do my research, and but I guess basically what I'm saying is wood wise, at least the type of the tree, the only big difference was just the first guitar had an ebony fingerboard.
Not the same tree, though.
Yeah, not the same tree. Yeah. And so this, by the way, this is a Japanese guitar, Fujigen.
And I would say, let's stay in Japan, but try a different part of Japan right now.
Okay, cool. Okay. So again, this is not my guitar. I haven't played this guitar before. And this is an Ibanez, and this
also with the center block, right?
Yeah. Also with center block. Oh, I see what you said. Yeah. So Marcin was remarking earlier that this has a very thin, like shredder style neck with like kind of a sharp. Like a crushed D shape. Yeah. What? This is very. Oh, this guitar scene feels loud. played it right. What it just feels it's louder. First off,
playing wise, I could tell that you were struggling a bit.
Yeah.
I think the width, it's a much wider guitar at the nut, and also here it seems like the spacing between strings, right?
It might. I wonder if this is the wider.
It seems like it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Or, another thing that might add to it is because the neck is actually so thin that it seems wide.
Yeah, it seems wide. Right.
You can't really wrap your hand around it because the sharpness of the contour. Right. And that's the bizarre thing about it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, So we talk about the nut width. There's really two standard ones, right? And there's the one that almost all the electric guitars we play are, which now I'm trying to think of if it's 3 7/8 or 3
11/16.
11/16. Yeah. But anyway, so all the guitars so far that we played have been the more standard, and then the wider one. A lot of times that's preferred by like classical players and stuff because like classical guitars, for instance, have a little bit wider spacing, and that's the actual spacing of the strings. And this feels like it has that. Yeah. So it is a little like my fingers don't quite go right space. Yeah. It feels
just large, right?
Oh, you mean the body?
Yeah, just the whole thing.
Well, not the body, because this is smaller than the 335. I think.
Okay, we'll
have to measure, but I think it's we're talking about the width here. I think the Fujigen I played is probably a little bit smaller than this, but I think this is still smaller than 335 as far as the width here. But it's a solid, feels really solid, and this is what is it? The AC.
AS200.
AS200, which is like
Prestige.
basically the Schofield.
Yeah.
The Schofield guitar.
We're very close to it.
Yeah. But also has just a real presence about it. But then also probably his pickups are probably a different thing.
Yeah.
Because even on the Fujigen, those are. Seymour Duncan Antiquities, which is basically like a PAF style pickup, and obviously the two Gibsons are, Gibson.
What they should be.
Yeah, what they should be. Yeah. But it's interesting, because especially like doing these sort of spread things. Yeah, it's definitely wider. Yeah, definitely wider. And thinner at the same time. It's interesting. Yeah.
It's strange because you're gonna say, it's a chunky neck. It's not a chunky neck. It's just.
Yeah. So it's thin but wide. But wide. Yeah, it's kind of I mean, I'd have to play this guitar for a while to really get used to be able to control it. Yeah, to even control. Yeah, it's kind of.
That's a great presence.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Projects.
Yeah.
Quite forcefully, actually.
Right. Yeah, it has good clarity. But kind of aggressive. Yeah. Like it's kind of a different way to say what you said. Yeah. Cool.
So, why don't we try one more thing? Moving, with from a guitar that has a semi-hollow body with a center block.
Yeah.
Let's just go to just a center block.
Oh, not just a center block. Well, there's also the 339, right?
Oh, there's the 339. That's right. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Let's try that first. Before we try the center block. There's too many guitars.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah. Now I have to admit. So now this is the smallest body of any of these. And my feeling with my sort of unscientific impression of these when I played them before is it feels like we're sort of getting away from it sounding like a 335. so this feels and sounds almost like I'm playing like a solid guitar to me. I mean, what do you think about that? How's the sound strike you?
We'll have a chance to compare.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting, because this guitar is always compared to 335.
Right.
People always say, "Oh, this is 335, but smaller."
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yes. So it is and it is like a 335, but smaller because it still has a center block.
But sound-wise, it isn't. So why don't you play
Yeah.
the 335?
Yeah. Okay.
Again, the Burbank Blues.
Yeah.
Because that should really tell us how close it is to 335.
Yeah.
People buy 339 as an alternative to 339.
Right.
Which it really is an alternative to a Les Paul more than it is an alternative.
Yeah. Well, it's somewhere between, I guess, but it just even feeling against your body, it just doesn't resonate. You don't feel resonance the way you feel like on the other guitars that we, even the Ibanez, that's maybe headed a little bit that direction. So it sounds pretty different to me.
Very different. There's an airiness to this guitar and a woodiness and softness and certain sponginess that the 339 just does not have at all.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
No, it's and it just, like I said, it just even feels like I'm playing, like this is the center block, like you were saying, a center block, a guitar that's all center block, like a Les Paul or whatever, an SG or something. And also, also just the feel of the neck too. It feels even though the neck is pretty well, obviously there's sort of this guitar has an unfair advantage of being decades old and having the chance to sort of be played in, because I think it is true thing that like a guitar, any decent guitar over time is going to get better, is going to just loosen up and just feel a little more resonant, so there is, this guitar does have an unfair advantage
Up to the
coming up to the gate, the starting gate.
So I would ask you to try the center block now.
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing about this guitar too is what I was telling Marcin earlier is when I got the 355. I got that about 20 years ago, and I spent several years actually. I mean, not painstakingly, but when I got a chance looking around Los Angeles and different cities when I was touring and stuff, looking for a good 335, and so many of them. The one are just really uneven to find a good one, and this is a nice one.
Yeah,
I like this guitar. Yeah. Anyway, so the center block with nothing around it.
It's got about zero resonance in terms of air in it.
The only hollow part is the small space under the pickups and under the controls, right? Okay, so. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
That's my trick to make it a hollow body,
right?
Without spending additional $5,000.
yeah. Well, when he just rolled off the tone and
the volume a bit. The volume to about 5, 6, and the tone to about 7.
Yeah.
So you can play with this.
Yeah.
And it actually just sort of. Different amps, but this is, essentially just a good way to get around.
Yeah, well, because all the other guitars, including this one we started with just everything up, which I would probably have, if I was actually playing, I would probably mess with it, because to tell you the truth, I rarely play with, everything all the way up.
For video.
Yeah, except for video. Except for that's a good comparison because otherwise it's a little bit less scientific.
Yeah,
and we're
very scientific.
We're already on the edge of but the edge of science. Yeah, on the edge of science. Yeah. What was I going to say? So the interesting thing. Yeah. So actually, this. Yeah. So I like. So even sort of heading towards this more sort of middle ground. Because we're kind of looking at 335 as sort of a compromise. This kind of maybe does it better than the 339.
This is better than 339.
Yeah.
Well,
the 339 is just sort of a compromise that maybe doesn't touch either of the basses.
It's I was really excited about it, but then you put it on and you realize that the neck completely dips down.
It's
off balance, so that just sort of might as well get an SG because it's lighter.
Yeah.
And then might as well just get this because it's cheaper.
Right. Yeah. And I guess the thing about this is the only guitar that doesn't have a separate, different kind of wood on top. Besides the fact that it's hollow. So quick, because it takes a minute to sort of get used to a guitar, especially a guitar you've never touched before in your life. I don't know. Well, I mean, they all have their things, but yeah, I mean, so this isn't a bad guitar actually, even though, like you're saying, this is probably the cheapest of these all these guitars as well.
I like this guitar.
Yeah.
I like your 355.
Yeah.
I like the 335.
Yeah.
I like the Fujigen. The Schofield is a little questionable.
Yeah, well, especially because I guess the benchmark we're kind of trying to look for the best example of a 335 maybe is a 335.
It's not the best example of a 335 copy. Great guitar though.
Yeah.
For somebody who's looking for
yeah.
that sort of a sound.
Right. Yeah.
Very well made.
Yeah.
Are we missing any guitars here?
Yeah,
the 339 is in a case. Close.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was the least inspiring guitar to play. I mean, here we are, kind of piling on the 339. But that was kind of my, because I was teaching, teaching at LACM and at MI over the years, and a lot of people would have those. Especially when they first came out, it was kind of like, oh yeah, this is cool. It's a smaller because 335. It's sometimes for smaller bodies, humans. It's a little big.
That's
right. Just this way. And so it's a good for like a maybe a female guitar player or a smaller human in general. But they just never sounded that full of life the way at least a good 335 can sound.
I think they can sound good if you find a good one.
Yeah.
You can tailor the sound, especially with
Yeah, right.
The pots a bit. You can kind of get there, but you can never really fully get there, and especially if you talk about playing experience.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah, well, I guess every guitar is going to be.
And because it's so different, might as well just get the center block itself.
Right. Because I mean the thing about too is just my experience with 335s and stuff is they can be a little finicky as far as keeping in tune, more so than it's funny than a jazz guitar, full out body, or a solid body guitar. I don't know why, but there's sort of just this weird, just kind of, I don't know. They just don't seem as stable, and this is sort of a blanket indictment
of 335
of that type of guitar. Just because. And I don't really know why. I guess just mating the hollow body with just the center block and the neck, glued on neck. Because I played a lot of 335s that were pretty dead. Also, even old ones. So the moral of the story is for me is if you do get a 335 is go through and check out several before you pick one.
So probably we'll revisit this topic in about 2-3 years once I find the 335.
Yeah. Because the motivation for this is Marcin was kind of looking for like a good 335 or 335 type guitar.
Right.
And so that was motivated this whole thing. So
Fujigen might be in the running.
Yeah, and the Fujigen, and the thing about that, is, as I guess like I was saying earlier, the Fujigen, it's smaller, but it's like the Ibanez, I think, is smaller too, but it's not as small as a 339, which I think at that point is just there's not enough openness, to it in comparison to the center block.
Here's the center block makes an appearance again.
Yeah. I mean, there is, also, which I guess is not, there's the Sadowski semi-hollow too.
That's right. Well, it's in the class of its own.
Yeah, well, that's a different thing. Yeah, that's a different thing because the center block actually only goes part way, only goes to here. No, I'll take it back. It goes to here because the bridge is on it, and then this part is open. So that was just a half center block, I guess. So center block to here. And then this part is open all the way around. Yeah, and so so that's kind of I mean, it's cool. It's a different thing, but it's it's not a 335, but it's a great guitar. I mean, that's actually what I play the most.
Also,
in that genre.
Expensive.
And also expensive. Yeah. Cool.
Great. The search continues.